Hey, what's up everyone? This is Valerie here with another video. So I am just giving you guys an update. I know it's been a while since I made my last update, so I wanted to give you guys an update. I am 13 weeks pregnant and I am showing a little bit. So let me see if I can show you guys. It's not a lot, but maybe it's just me being fat, but like you can kind of see it. Kind of like that. But the main reason that I wanted to make this video is because I've been having a lot on my mind, and mostly concerning pregnancy. Now, I do have 4 kids. If you don't know that already, if this is your first time watching my video, I do have 4 kids. And throughout having all of those 4 kids, after I had my last one, I said that this was the last time that I was gonna get pregnant and have another kid. And obviously I'm pregnant, but I'm not gonna raise these kids. But kind of got me to remember why it was that I didn't want to have any more kids. And going through this pregnancy, it's just kind of, I'm remembering why I didn't want to have any more kids anymore. And it's because of how pregnancy makes me feel, and pregnancy makes me react to things. I lose my temper a lot. And for those of you guys that don't know, I am going to school right now. And I've been going to school already. I graduated high school 8 years ago, which feels like it's been forever. But I graduated high school about 8 years ago, and I didn't start. I tried to go right after high school, but obviously I had my son. And then I tried to go the next year and it didn't work out. I've been trying to finish school for the past 8 years. I've been kind of going to school on and off for the past 6 years. And I've kind of only gotten consistent with it and like actually taking full-time courses this past year. So it is a goal of mine to get my degree. At this point, it's my goal to just get any degree. But it is stressful. It's stressful being pregnant. It's stressful having all these deadlines. And it's stressful having to give my kids all this time. And that's why I didn't want to get pregnant after I had my kids. Because when I first had my first kid, and you know, me and my partner kind of talked about it, we were saying we wanted to have 12 kids. And like, you know, and it was kind of a joke, but kind of it wasn't. But I did always want to have a big family. And right now, I do still want to have a big family. And, you know, I don't know if this is, like, I don't know if my 4th child is my last child. But there's a lot of concerns for me right now. For example, I get really moody with my kids. I lose my temper with my kids, and I feel like it's not fair. It's not fair to them for me to be acting like that, you know? But at the same time, sometimes it's just something that kind of overpowers me, and I know I shouldn't act like that, but I still act like that. So I just kind of feel like I don't want to say I regret getting pregnant and going through like this whole surrogacy thing, but it's definitely, I'm having my second thoughts. And obviously I'm not in the position to be having my second thoughts, but I've been just thinking about it. Like, you know, my first son had to go through me having 3 other pregnancies and me being a not so patient parent most of the time, and a not so caring parent. And kind of, you know, when you're pregnant, it's kind of just, it goes back to just you, and your body just kind of wants to self-nurture itself. And I lose my temper because I don't have any really time for myself sometimes, or like I don't feel good. And obviously my kids don't understand that mommy can't take care of them right now, or mommy can't do this for them right now. And I just don't think it's fair to them. And now I'm going through another pregnancy, and it's all over again for all of them. Whereas I was just beginning to feel myself. I was just beginning to kind of feel who I am as a person without being pregnant. And now I'm pregnant again, and I feel like I'm back to square one, and I'm back to like being mean and being angry mom, you know? And I just don't want to be like that. I just don't. So it's not that I regret going through this pregnancy, but I just kind of think to myself, like, what did I get myself into? Like, I'm very forgetful. I forgot. Honestly, I forgot. I forgot what it was to be pregnant. And like, my pregnancies are excellent. All of my pregnancies. This pregnancy is excellent. I mean, besides like having morning sickness for a week and feeling lazy, I mean, those are my only symptoms. I'm not sick. All of my other pregnancies, I don't get sick, but that is one thing that I forgot. And it's a key component to being pregnant, you know, like being nice to your kids. And sometimes I feel like I'm not being nice to them, and I lose my temper a lot. And, you know, like just seeing a big old mess in the house, and I just kind of react to it without actually thinking about it. And another thing that I kind of been thinking about is also, like, if I want to have more kids, and I am pregnant with 2 kids, with twins, so it's possible that I might have a C-section, which I don't want. But then after that, if I want to have my own kids, then there's a possibility that I'm gonna have to keep getting a C-section every single time I get pregnant, or I'm gonna now be a what's it called? Like, now I'm gonna be more of a risk pregnancy versus before. Like, I never went to the doctor when I was pregnant, and I like that. I hate going to the doctor during my pregnancies. Obviously, with this one, I have to go. I'm forced to go. But with all of my other ones, it wasn't something that I did regularly. It wasn't something that I went to my regular appointments. I went to a couple of them, but you know, just to kind of check in on the kid and see how the kid was doing. But for the most part, I didn't go. I just kind of got pregnant, went to like 1 or 2 appointments, or 3 sometimes, and then showed up in the hospital when I was about to give birth. And everything went smoothly like that. And now, if I do have a C-section with this pregnancy, then I'm not gonna have that option. I'm not gonna have that freedom to be able to just have a kid and not be surveillance, and having like that. I will have a second thought now, you know, whereas before I knew that my body could do it, but now, like, I'm putting more risks onto my body. And I know my mom told me this, you know, a lot of people told me this, but I'm the type of person that I just kind of learn by doing. I don't learn by people telling me things. So, you know, I'm not having a bad pregnancy. I'm not having a bad experience. I mean, I feel great. I don't even feel like I haven't really like gained a lot of weight. And the pregnancy hasn't been awful. I haven't had any side effects besides, you know, the regular symptoms of like having nausea and, you know, lethargy sometimes. But it's not something that's a deal breaker. I'm not sick all the time, which I've heard other surrogacy mothers that are sick like throughout their whole first trimester, and that's not me. Like, maybe sometimes like I'll get like a nasty smell and I'll get like a little bit of nausea, but it's not something where like I can't eat anymore or I need to go vomit. Like, it's not like that. Like, and I feel fortunate for that. But you know, I've just been having my second thoughts. Anyway, I just kind of wanted to vent about that. Sometimes I don't, you know, these videos kind of just help me just get things out without getting, you know, when you're kind of conversing with someone else. You kind of get their input on things, and it's kind of easier to talk to yourself in a way, and then get the input later than to actually talk to someone. So yeah, so if you're still watching, definitely subscribe to my channel. If you guys have any videos that you'd like me to make, I'd be more than happy to make them. I am starting a garden right now, so I might start making some videos about that, but we'll see. My gardens haven't been very successful the past years, but we'll see. Hopefully my garden is good, and maybe it'll be something that I can learn from, and I can save money from, and I can eat from. So we'll see. Bye.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.